Welcome back to the Quiet Millionaire, where we don't chase wealth, we regulate into it. Take a second here. Let both feet rest on the floor. Notice the support under you. Feel the weight you've been carrying in your shoulders. Let it sink, just for a moment, into the chair beneath you. This is not about letting go forever. Just one honest exhale. That's all you need tonight. Ever notice how even rest feels like failure? You put the phone down, but your mind stays running numbers, replays, what ifs, as if you owe someone a result. Even in silence, ever feel like slowing down is more terrifying than burning out? Monday morning comes and you tense, not because the work is impossible, but because stillness makes you itch. Familiar pressure feels safer than the unknown of ease. Ever wonder why urgency still runs your mornings, even when you know better? You plan a calm start, but the pulse jumps up, a ding, a number, a half-read mail. Your chest tightens. Old reflex. It doesn't matter how much you've read about boundaries. Your body reacts first. Ever sat with friends or family and felt like you're still not in the room? They laugh. You nod. But really, you're clocked in somewhere else, and you hate that it's normal. Here's one more. Ever see the numbers rise, but you feel just as brittle, as if nothing you earn softens your nervous system long-term? Today, we're not talking mindset. We're addressing what's underneath your money behavior. You know the cost, not just in relationships or missed meals, but in the quiet ache, the background tension that you carry through every day, the nervous system hardwiring that says you can only relax once every box is checked, every account is balanced, every risk is covered. The belief that your worth is earned through vigilance, that if you breathe out, you'll fall behind. Most people never call this out. They just increase the volume. More strategies, more hacks, more pressure dressed as progress. But underneath, the system never calms. You're left chasing a moving finish line, waking up every day to a problem that never feels solved, even as the outside world says you've made it. Let that land. Tonight is about tuning into that nervous system truth. No drama, no production, just regulated capacity, the foundation of quiet wealth. You already know this. We're just giving it a name. Here's the sabotage pattern. You already know it. You wake up and reach for your phone before your eyes have even focused. The nervous system jolts awake, not with grounding, but with that background buzz, as if every notification is feeding a quiet fire that never goes out. Checking Slack at dinner, keeping your phone on in the shower, apologizing for needing a day off. These aren't just quirks. You've normalized burnout, called it progress. This isn't just about working hard. The deeper pattern is subtle. Your body whispers that it's tired, but you keep pushing meetings back to back, convinced that more output means more safety. Every time you override that low battery signal, you reinforce the belief that you are only as valuable as your last sprint. Most people miss this. Over-delivering is mistaken for discipline, but discipline means protecting what matters, not running yourself into the ground. Let that land. Think of your nervous system as a battery. Every demand, the late-night emails, the skipped lunch, the tense calls you take between appointments, drains it faster than you allow it to recharge. You wait until the end of the quarter to rest, or until you deserve a weekend, by which time you're operating on fumes. The truth, self-abandonment isn't discipline. Let us flip this. Wealth is not about chasing bigger numbers or your next hit of adrenaline. It's about feeling safe when you're holding what you already have. Too often, entrepreneurs treat money like it's only important when it moves. The quicker it comes in, the quicker it's spent or pushed into another risk. But think of your nervous system like a bank account. If there's no reserve, your system stays in constant overdraft. Even when cash lands, it's met with anxiety, not trust. You know this feeling. You hit a new income month and your chest tightens, not relaxes. Your body signals, this is too much to hold. This isn't a fix. It's a frame. Safety is the balance you carry, not just your ambition. The shift is to make your nervous system the first account you deposit into every day. That means schedule margin before you fill your calendar. Hold 10 minutes after a sales call to let your breath settle before you react. Treat a spike in cash the same as a deposit into savings. Let it sit. Watch your system adjust before making the next move. Here is what I want you to try. Don't you wait for exhaustion to force a pause. Anchor recovery as a daily transaction. For some, that's closing your laptop at 5 p.m. without explanation. For others, it's leaving money untouched in your account for a week just to prove your survival doesn't depend on spending or scaling. Notice what rises in your body the moment you do less, not more. Build capacity, not speed. That's the discipline. Your nervous system needs evidence, not theory, that growth is held, not leaked. Anchor this once. Repeat when it wobbles. It doesn't have to be dramatic to be true. Let that land. Most people move through wealth like tenants drifting from one rental to another, always waiting for the real thing, managing the basics, never fully unpacking, never tending to the corners that matter. If something breaks, they patch it. If the roof leaks, they wait for someone else to fix it. Wealth becomes this endless, unsettled journey, always chasing, rarely arriving. But the shift is this: true wealth isn't chased. It's embodied. It's owned in how you show up, not just when you're celebrating, but in the way you handle the small, quiet rituals. Think about how a homeowner treats their space. The difference isn't dramatic, but it's felt. A homeowner notices the drip under the sink and repairs it, without drama, without urgency. Just another act of care. They sweep corners behind the door, change air filters on schedule, even when no one's watching. Carrying yourself as a steward of wealth means these small acts aren't duties. They rate defaults, each decision, each response to a minor flaw or tiny expense. Roots you deeper into ownership. You begin to move like someone who trusts they belong in this house. No negotiation, no waiting for permission. You build a rhythm of tending, not rushing. How to handle your money isn't just in the big moves, the investments, or windfalls. It's in whether you open your bank app without tension, whether you track subscriptions or let them leak out quietly. It's in the difference between catching a small crack and letting it widen until it spills. The markers of stewardship are subtle but steady. This isn't a fix, it's a frame. Anchor this once. Repeat when it wobbles. Every time you act from this place, the chase quiets. Wealth becomes a practice of care rather than a hunt for arrival. Let that land. What if the hunger for just a bit more is not a superpower, but a slow leak keeping you in survival? Most people live thinking contentment will cost them their edge, that if they admit to enough, ambition dies. In reality, constant reaching makes your nervous system think it's always running out. There's no winning almost there, not for your gut, not for your sleep, not for how you move through a room. You already know this. Your best ideas never showed up under pressure. They landed when you were clear and steady enough to see the angle no one else could. Here's what I want you to try right now. Don't look for what you could be missing. Instead, name 3 things here in this room you can appreciate. Your hands, the light, the chance to pause. Make this an actual body practice. Let your eyes rest on one detail. Let your breath deepen and set down the need to plan or problem solve for 60 seconds. Most will resist this. They don't want slow because slow feels empty at first. But slowing down is not the absence of growth. It's how you create space for something real to land. This isn't a fix, it's a frame. The discipline is noticing when your mind sets the finish line further away and bringing it back. You're not being asked to abandon progress. You're being asked to steward translate what's been. Earned into a quieter, more stable foundation from this space. You're not negotiating with panic. You start every deal already full. Let that land. Money, clients, even luck, they gravitate to where nervous system order lives. That's the difference no strategy can fake. Build capacity, not speed. If this shows up in your weak pause there, tonight, I need you to hold the facts. Safety is where wealth begins, not tomorrow, not when you double your revenue. Right here, as you are, with what you have. Nervous system first. That's not a theory. That's your daily baseline. because you'll never build clarity on a ground that's shaking. Stewardship next. You are not chasing scraps. You don't prove you're worthy. You manage what's here. One decision at a time. No drama. No story. Most men waste years swinging between panic and overreach. But not you. Stability is the reward, not just the outcome. If this shows up in your week, pause there. Breathe. Let that land. Third, the chase for more. Quiet it. Enoughness isn't about limits. It's the only place new wealth can root. When you stop saluting endless hunger, you start protecting what you've built. That's the discipline. Here's what holds. I am safe in my body and my balance. I direct money calmly. I protect my boundaries without apology. I anchor consistency before chasing growth. I hold what I have so I can grow more. I am not threatened by enough. I refuse to abandon what's working. I let sufficiency create momentum. Quiet wealth is built on capacity. Quiet wealth is built on capacity. Quiet wealth is built on capacity. Let this be clear. You're planting in quiet soil now. Nothing forced. Nothing performed. Let it grow on its own timeline.